Well, uh, where do we start? I don't know. How about this IMF line I'm tired of looking at? Right here, all plastered up. It's doing crinkly things. That's not our fucking magnetopause. That's our magnetopause that it's stuck to. This is called a magnetic reconnection with the sun. It's been there since the day Ra showed up, I believe, what, August 3rd, a year ago. La di da. So you can tell we have massive magnet back here pushing up, trapping in the Cherenkov radiation. Um, Big compression, especially on the top end up here, making this IMF line just go. Rah. But anyway, go look at scientifically in his ferro cells. He has multiple magnets in his ferro cells, and you'll see these same fucking patterns and know how to find where the magnets are in that picture. Now, take note, no elevated wind speed. However, completely tornadic activity with this charge all over the place over here. Look at that. Look at that. You can see it's carrying a charge. There's bodies back here that they're not telling you about. No, it's not the moon. The moon's up over here somewhere. Don't you pay attention to your sky? All right. I'm. I, this is not a comet. This is not an asteroid causing this shit. Period. Now, the Y cut was down yesterday. Can we tell why? Yeah, closed field lines and wow, magnetic, just overlapping and pushing and induction heating off the scale. Um, Look at the bow shock. Look at the bow shock. You know why that's happening? Because the wind this way is blowing the bow shock out. See? The wind over here is blowing the bow shock out. Do you see that? Do you see the closed field lines? Those are stronger than anything you've ever seen on this magnet right here. She is very strong. We have probably, I mean, Schumann is either fucking in the middle of a fucking major spike or it's spiked to the point that it's gone. And it looks like the monitor shut down. Keep calm in your hearts. We've gone over that in previous videos. Speaking of previous videos, if you want to know what's going on in this video, you might want to backtrack. I don't answer questions I've already answered in previous videos. There's 200 of them on my page. And I'm teaching people how to read hieroglyphs. If you want to learn, go look. Because there's the Eye of Ra with conical hat, dingly cobra, dingly fucking cobra. There's mom pushing, there's mom pushing. There's Ra's shirt, short and long, short and long. There's Horus's box with many magnet signatures in it, larger than Jupiter. Dun, dun, dun. Right there it is in an ancient hieroglyph. There's the planet that belongs to Ra. That's the staff of Ra. We were depicting in magnet signature a very high tech, unquestionable form. Because when this showed back up, the tradition held and in stone everywhere would let us know what we're looking at. See, I had followed this for 3.5 years, calling it my Lady Blue, because this is ultraviolet light coming out of the northwest skies in extremely northern hemisphere camera up in northern Alaska that has an MRI on here. That's what you're looking at. That does not lens flare. This pink shit, that's a lens flare. This green shit is an MRI overlay. Magnet doesn't lens flare. This camera was made to study aurora auroras. Luckily, it also captures magnetospheres. That alone is admissible in court. This is a thumbprint admissible in court. This is a picture of his face. That's his fucking thumbprint. And it came out from behind this fucking planet. Guess what? So did his planet's magnet thumbprint. Bam. There's Mother's magnet thumbprint. There's Mars's magnet thumbprint. And there's a moon that's just about the same size. But if you look at them, they are all three different because magnet signatures are all different. They're unique. This is also locked onto Set, Horus's uncle, I guess. These two fight. This guy will suck this guy black like sackcloth. See how this is working? He's a low energy red sun. This is a high energy blue sun. He is going to attain his father's fucking brilliance one day by sucking this one dry of all its energy, and he's going to have micronovas, which is why we have neutrinos all over the place. Everybody's calling them galactic particles, saying we're being bombarded right now. Why is that so? Because the fucking sun that does the nova is right behind ours, beginning to suck it fucking dry. Okay? This isn't guesswork. This is something that we collectively, John Blow, myself, Kendra, have all worked on. This Robert brought us this from the movies he was watching. He was like, "Look, it's just like Scientific Lee's magnet, and this is 1748 hertz on a metal plate. That's 1748 hertz. That's 1748 hertz in the first hieroglyph I ever translated by fucking accident. I didn't know I could read these things. It just happened. This is a magnet. We're doing the accretion disk of over here manipulations." Folks, there's fucking Schumann frequency, Mother's frequency. This, if you go to Scientific Lee, Motion to Everything, a field defined, you will start to see is not pretty. It's schematic. This is an open halo wave, just like Lee draws it, just like energy moving through matter always has been, apparently, because that's how they made this motherfucker fly. This is the key to me figuring out how I was reading these, because I didn't know how I was reading them. I was just fucking reading them. Off I went. I was like fucking blown away, and then I got to thinking. I'm all like, oh wait a minute, this is open halo wave. So let me ask John, and AKA Homebrewed, what he sees in this airplane. John drew this. That's all I needed. I was like, okay, that's it. That's it. That's fucking it. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm reading these. We were writing this globally, because this one is a South American stone writing, and we've deciphered that to be the molecular energy moving through fucking matter up here, down here, and over here. As a result, we have feathers in our fucking sky from a magnetic torrent going on above our heads. Uh-oh. See, that plane was from South America, too. We had a global civilization of extremely high tech. Okay? Now, our moon is doing this in the sky each and every night. It'll rise upside down, and it'll fucking roll to where it looks the semi-normal part of the night. And then it'll be upside down again at set. 12 hours, 180-degree roll, rise to set. Covered it in the third video I did on this page. So if you want to know, scroll the fuck down and go look. I have answered all of your questions, including that is a white albino giraffe. Okay? Period, folks. Here's your blow up of the Eye of Ra. They carved that on every stone in Egypt as warning, not as worship. Okay? There's the ball. There's the dingly cobra. There's the conical hat that is on all those fucking statues. You're starting to see a picture here, folks. The people in ancient Egypt were brilliant. I'm not brilliant. I just noticed this, okay, over 10 years of fucking trying to figure out why our moon, well, I knew why our moon was doing this, because we have actually tilted 90 degrees, just like the cuneiform says. Isaiah 24:23 was a translation of the cuneiform. You do realize cuneiform is Bible canon because Abraham was born in Ur, the father of both Abrahamic religions, including you Muslims. They are worshiping aliens. Read your cuneiform. It clearly says when the sister system returns, Earth's axis tilts, making the sky roll. Isaiah 24:23 says, confounded moon. Who the fuck was Rome trying to help when they made that very clear statement into an obscure so called prophecy? People? Crown Vatican DC Corporation runs the world, has for almost 200 years. You think that anything in Revelations is a coincidence? When they wrote the fucking book and they've been running the fucking show. Look at Balfour. Look at World War I and II. We established Israel with Jews that are not Jews. I read that somewhere in their fucking last book, Revelations 6:3, I think. I'm not. I remember reading it. I don't. A lot of the verses I just can't place exactly. It's in Revelations somewhere, 3:6 or 6:3. Period. We did that as a nation. We put in half the ZI half of the Nazi party into Israel. How can I say that? Because the guys with the hats and the funny beards and the stuff that you make fun of, those are Hebrews. They lived there for centuries before Balfour, before World War I and II, and we made Israel. Now they're fucking out there talking about down with Zionism because the Zionists are the ones that fucking murdered them. You fucktard. Out there waving your fucking flag this fucking 4th of July. Keep in mind, I'm a vet. You guys supporting Trump and or Obama? Obama gave $100 billion to the Saudis. Everyone wants to hang him. Trump gave $400 billion to him. Everyone wants to fucking suck his cock. You know, being shot by the bullet mother paid for sucks regardless of what fucking party is doing it, you fuck faces. I'm sick of you, American fucking idiots.